Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and if you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. Helga says yes, thank you Helga. Sumayet says yes, thank you Sumayet. Kadeen says yes, thank you, Kadeen. Umesh says yes, thank you, Umesh. Okay, great. Carlos says yes. Howdy, Carlos. How are you today? Okay, Castarine says yes. Great. You guys can see me. You can hear me. Everything is how it should be. That is good news. Daima says yes. Hello, Daima. Okay, good. Well, we always start our class with a toast. Actually, we're doing two toasts. Yes, we are doing two toasts. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. I have my hot coffee. Our first toast is for the green team. You see them. Their names are in green. Carlos is the representative here of the green team. They support me. They support the channel. Let's give the green team a big thank you. Here we go. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our second toast, it is for you. Because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay. We're gonna have good luck today. We're gonna have a great class today. And here is our plan. Here's the lesson plan. It is right here. Thanks for those hearts that are shooting up in the chat. Thank you for that. Always appreciate that. All right, so we are going to start our class with the idiom. I'll write the idiom here on the board, and then we will practice making sentences using the idiom. After that, we have a conversation from my book, 50 Very Short Conversations. We'll take a look at this conversation and then do our own practice with the conversation. After that, we are going to describe clocks. We are going to describe clocks. We're going to use adjectives, right? Adjectives are words we use to describe things. And we'll have a video quiz and a worksheet. Video quiz and a worksheet. So I hope you are ready to practice with me and in the chat. By participating in the chat, you are helping yourself and you're helping others at the same time. So get in the chat, practice, help yourself, help others. Yes, it's a good thing. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our idiom. And today's idiom is around the clock. Around the clock. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. Good, 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 Carlos. Nice. Okay, so around the clock is the idiom. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. Here we go. Number one. Around the clock. If you know what it means, write it in the chat. Yeah, good, Katie. Without stopping. Day and night. Good, Helga. Yeah. Yeah, Carlos. All day and night. Around the clock. AM, PM. So, you know, there in Texas, do you have the convenience store AM, PM? Carlos? When I was, I've been in Japan a long time, but in California we have a convenience store, and the name of the convenience store is AM, PM, meaning they're open around the clock. Okay, good. And of course, we need example sentence. Well, actually, let me write the meaning so you guys have it correct. So it's all day, all night. Well, continuously. Continuously, all day, all night. Okay, so continuously, all day, all night. And of course, we need example sentences. My example sentence: the hospital staff work around the clock to save lives. The hospital staff work around the clock to save lives. Okay, that's my sentence. The hospital staff work around the clock to save lives. What's your sentence? Let's see your sentence. Oh, Helga, you had AM PMs too? Okay. That was like one of the first convenience stores in my town, AM PM. And there's gas station and convenience store. They had the cheapest gas in town, but they had the worst food in town too. So of course they had, you know, candy and drinks, but they also served food like hot dogs and hamburgers and sandwiches, and they were the worst. I never ate that food. Never. I tried it once and that was it. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, Kayleen has a sentence. Here's Kayleen's sentence. Come on, I have been working around the clock. I deserve a break. Nice. Umesh, when I was a teenager, I worked around the clock. Good. Okay, meteorological, plants, railways, and airports operate around the clock. Good, Helga. Carlos, the firefighters worked around the clock to put out the fire. Nice, Carlos. Good sentences, everyone. So I have my clock here. I have my countdown clock. And let's go 2 more minutes. Write your sentences. Okay, 2 minutes on the clock. It's counting down. Write your sentences. And then after this, we are going to do our next activity. That is a conversation from my book. Okay, get your sentence. We're here to practice. The idiom is around the clock. I want to see sentences with around the clock. And then we will go to our next activity. It is a conversation. Okay, Helga, some requiring services work around the clock. Yep, so requiring services, police, fire, medical, right? So we never know when there's a fire. We never know when we need the police. We never know when someone needs to go to the hospital, right? So those places work around the clock. Carlos, if something happens, call the insurance. They work around the clock. Okay, right. So you're in a traffic accident. It might be 3 a.m. You need help. Call the insurance company. They work around the clock. Katie, she needed around the clock nursing. Oh boy. So she needed someone there with her all day, all night. Okay, we got a few more seconds here, and then we'll go to our conversation here. Hannah, I need a break. I have been working around the clock since yesterday. I have been working around the clock since yesterday. Good sentence. That's the clock. It counted down. Now it's time for our conversation. And today's conversation is 22. 22. So I'm going to write our second activity right over here. And we're going to call this conversation practice. And we're going to, our focus is imperative. And something that must be, or it's very important, or you put extra emphasis. You put extra attention to imperatives, right? And there might be an explanation point, right? Get over here now, right? So you're a parent and you're angry with your children, or they're late for school, and you go, get going now, get dressed now, right? It's imperative, it's important, it is, you are giving extra attention to it. Okay, and so that's what we're doing right now. This is conversation 22. If you have the book, Amazon.com, if you have the book, we are doing conversation 22. But I want you to, if you have the book, close the book, because I want you to listen right now. So this is listening practice at first, and then I will show you the conversation. Then we will read the conversation and then practice the conversation. Okay, so our first part is listening. I will read the conversation 3 times. Here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Be quiet. Sorry, I didn't realize I was noisy. The baby is a light sleeper. I hope I didn't wake her. I don't think you did. That's a relief. Okay, here we go. Second time. Be quiet. Sorry, I didn't realize I was noisy. The baby is a light sleeper. I hope I didn't wake her. I don't think you did. That's a relief. Okay, here we go. One more time. Be quiet. Sorry, I didn't realize I was noisy. The baby is a light sleeper. I hope I didn't wake her. I don't think you did. That's a relief. Okay, so that was the conversation. Now let's have a look at the conversation, and then we'll practice some parts of it. Okay. Here we go. There it is. Let's make it larger. Okay, so there we are. Be quiet. Sorry, I didn't realize I was noisy. And then it continues down here. The baby is a light sleeper. I hope I didn't wake her. I don't think you did. That's a relief. Okay, so I'll make it a little bit larger here at the bottom for the phone people. The phone people. There we go. You can see it better now. Okay, let's start at the beginning here. So it starts as be quiet. Sorry, I didn't realize I was noisy. I didn't realize I was noisy. So realize, I didn't know. Realize is you are aware. You become aware. So maybe at the beginning, the person was being, talking with a loud voice. The person was, I don't know. The person was making a lot of noise. Okay, the person was making a lot of noise. So the other person says, be quiet, right? Because they're making a lot of noise. And so the person making the noise said, sorry, I didn't realize I was noisy. So I wasn't aware of that. Okay, so I didn't, right? That is a negative. So I didn't realize. I wasn't aware. Okay? And so to make it positive, oh, I realized I was noisy. Oh, I understand I was noisy. But here the person says, I didn't realize. So I wasn't aware. I was noisy. I was making a lot of noise. And then it continues down here. The baby is a light sleeper. So the baby's sleeping. B is making a lot of noise. And the reason A says be quiet, right? So A says be quiet, right? And so the reason A says be quiet is because the baby is a light sleeper, right? So A says shh, be quiet. And the reason she said be quiet is because the baby is sleeping and the baby is a light sleeper, meaning the baby wakes up easily. The baby wakes up easily. And then B says, I hope I didn't wake her. I hope I didn't wake her. And then A says, I don't think you did. The baby is still sleeping, so everything's okay. And then B says, that's a relief. That's a relief. So we use that, that's an expression, woo, that's a relief, meaning I feel better now, right? So, so B was being noisy, and A says, shh, be quiet. And then B says, oh, sorry, I didn't realize, I wasn't aware that I was making noise, or I was noisy, right? And then the reason A says shh is because there's a baby sleeping in the next room, and that baby is a light sleeper. And then B says, I hope I didn't wake her. I hope I didn't wake her, right? I hope I didn't wake her up, right? And then A says, I don't think you did. I think the baby's still sleeping, but keep your voice down. Don't make so much noise because the baby is a light sleeper. The baby wakes up easily. And then B says, that's a relief. That's a relief, meaning I feel happy about that. Or, you know, I don't have to worry so much. That's a relief, right? Woo, it's an expression. That's a relief. So I feel better. I don't feel so stressful, right? I didn't wake the baby, so that is good news, right? That's a relief. Okay, good. Yeah, Carlo, that's a relief. So like maybe Carlos's situation, Carlos is a carpenter. He makes things from wood, and maybe like, for example, kitchen cabinets. And maybe Carlos made a certain style, and he was maybe worried, okay, the homeowner who ordered the cabinets may not like the design, right? So Carlos is worried, and then Carlos asks the homeowner, oh, do you like the cabinets? Now Carlos is worried. Oh, and then the homeowner says, yes, I do. Oh, so Carlos, woo, that's a relief, right? Carlos was worried that the people wouldn't like the cabinets, but they do. So now Carlos feels relief. Woo, that's a relief. They like it. Because if they said, no, we don't like those cabinets, he would have to redo them, and it would be more work for him. Maybe he would lose money. So, but it turns out they like the cabinets, so Carlos feels relieved. Okay, good. Let's go back. So that's the conversation. So let's practice. So expansion. Maybe, do you know any light sleepers? And then we have an expression, I hope I didn't, right? So let's practice that. I hope I didn't. so for example, in the conversation, I hope I didn't wake the baby. So, you know, the result of me being noisy is waking the baby. So you would say, I hope I didn't wake the baby. So we could use this in different situations. I hope I didn't put too much salt in the meal, right? You're cooking a meal and you hope you didn't put too much salt in it, for example, because then it wouldn't taste very good, right? So let's practice this. I hope I didn't. Right? So basically, you didn't want to make a mistake. I hope I didn't make a mistake. Okay, so I hope it didn't turn out that way. I wish, right? Hope is kind of like wish, and it's about the future, and you don't know, right? So you're wishing that it was a different case. I hope I didn't burn the casserole. I hope I didn't wake the baby. I hope I didn't make a mistake on the test. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, right? I said something to you and maybe I see you look sad. Oh, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. Or let's see. Okay, you didn't finish your work. You didn't finish your report at work. I hope I didn't. Get the boss angry. Okay, so something that you think may not be a good situation. Something you think may not be correct. Something you think may not be okay. All right, I hope I didn't wake up the baby. I hope I didn't add too much salt. Okay, so you didn't really try it. You had people over for dinner. You made dinner. Now you serve dinner and you go, oh, I hope I didn't add too much salt. Or maybe you like a lot of salt, but they don't like a lot of salt. Oh, good, Katie. I hope I locked the door. Good. So we can use it. Here we have didn't, but we could put it in the present tense. I hope I locked the door, for example. So here, this is negative. And then here we can right? And so we don't have didn't here. I hope I locked the door. Good. Yeah, right? You're in the car driving. Right? You left the house and you're driving to work. Did I lock the door? Oh, no. I hope I locked the door. Or, if we wanted to do it the other way, we would say, oh, I hope I didn't leave the door unlocked. Right? I hope I didn't leave the door unlocked. Here, I hope I locked the door. Mike Kennedy. Hello. Helga. I hope I didn't wake the neighbors. Good. You had a party, loud music. I hope I didn't wake the neighbors. Good, Helga. That's a relief, right? I hope I didn't wake the neighbors. No, they didn't wake up. Woo, that's a relief. That's good. Yeah, Carlos. Yeah, just like the door. I hope I didn't leave the lights on. That's good. I hope I didn't leave the lights on. I hope I didn't leave the refrigerator door open. Yeah. I hope I didn't leave the lights on. Yeah. Good. Okay, let's Again, okay, let's go 2 more minutes and practice this pattern, and then we'll go to our video quiz. Okay, 2 minutes. My countdown clock is now starting. Right here. It's counting down. So 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, write your sentence. Either one's okay. I hope I didn't. I hope I. Right? You're wishing it didn't happen or it wasn't the case. Good, Carlos. Yeah. So you could say, oh, I hope I got the cabinets correct, right? You could tell your customer, oh, I hope you like the cabinets. Or I hope I didn't paint the wrong, I hope I didn't paint the cabinets the wrong color. Okay, Hannah, I hope I didn't upset you. No, you didn't. Oh, that's a relief. Nice one, Hannah. That's perfect. See, in the chat, great sentences, everyone. Great practice for everyone. That is a nice sentence, Hannah. I hope I didn't upset you. No, you didn't. Oh, that's a relief. That is nice. Helga, I hope I didn't forget to buy all we need. No, you didn't. That's a relief. So, I don't know. I always use this expression, like when you're worried, right? You're sweating, but then, woo, you wipe the sweat. That's a relief. Okay, we got about 25 seconds. Get your sentences in the chat now, because we're going to our next activity. We're going to do our video quiz. We're going to describe clocks. We're using adjectives to describe clocks. Lua, hello, good morning. Okay, that is, the clock is all zeros now. Katie, I hope I didn't leave the clothes in the washing machine. Iman, I hope I didn't come late. Carlos, I hope I didn't forget our wedding anniversary. Oh boy. Okay, good. Well, let's now go to our next activity. That is a video dictation and worksheet. And we're gonna describe clocks. So, whoa, we don't have much room. Okay, right here. We're gonna go here, number 3. Describing clocks. Describing clocks, of course, adjectives, and we have a video quiz. And a worksheet. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with our video quiz. And I'm going to put it right here, right there. Ah, Bron is here. Hello, Bron. We hope we didn't face any wars around the clock. Hope I won't forget all we learned today. No, you won't. That's a relief. Okay, good. All right, so let's check out the video quiz here. There it is. Okay, so we're going to use adjectives to describe clocks. We're going to describe clocks. It's a quiz. Here we go. Oh, Mike Kennedy, thank you. Okay, are you ready for the quiz? Okay, here's our, we have 10 questions or 10 sentences, 10 adjectives, and then after this, we have a worksheet to have more practice. Okay, here we go. So the sentence is, the clock stopped working last night. The clock stopped working last night. We have 3 choices. Then from the 3 choices, you choose the best or the correct adjective for the sentence. But I'm going to give you a few seconds here to maybe predict what could it be. Then I will show you 3 choices. Then you make a final choice. So right now, you're just thinking, what could the word be? So I just want you to start brainstorming different words that will work in this sentence. Look at the picture, look at the sentence. What could the word be? Katie says old. Helga has wall. Broken. Helga, good. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. Now I'm going to give you the 3 choices. Castrine says broken. Okay, here we go. Carlos has cracked. Okay, here we go. Old, I see. Okay, and there we go. Those are the 3 choices. We have digital, shiny, broken. Iman, cheap is good. Is it digital? Is it shiny? Is it broken? Choose the best word for the sentence. Okay, here we go. Countdown for the final answer. Here we go. And it is, yeah, it's broken. So the sentence goes like this. The broken clock stopped working last night. Sorry, one more time. The broken clock stopped working last night. Okay, here we go. Number 2. All right, number 2. This clock glows in the dark. This clock glows in the dark. This clock glows in the dark. This might be a little difficult. Iman says colorful. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds here. It's a tough one. Okay, let's have a look at the light, fluorescent, green, broken. All right, I like these. Phosphoric, lighten. Okay, you guys are thinking the right way. Okay. Okay. Glowing wooden antique. Glowing wooden antique. So it's kind of rhetorical, or it's repetitious. So I like fluorescent. I like fluorescent. That should be the right. Yeah, so actually I like Carlos's answer best. Fluorescent, I think, is better. Okay, good. Here we go. Countdown. Yeah. So actually, Carlos has a better answer because it's kind of repetitious, right? We already said glows, so glowing, glows. So this glowing clock glows in the dark. Of course, it glows. It's glowing. So it's repetitious, right? So you're kind of repeating the same word. So we don't like to do that in English. So that's why we have lots of different words for the same meaning. And so this would be a situation where Carlos has the best. It would be better. This fluorescent clock glows in the dark. That's the best one. Good job, Carlos. Okay, here we go. Next one. Okay, our next sentence. The clock looks beautiful in the living room. The clock looks beautiful in the living room. What could it be? Give you a few seconds. What word would you use to describe this clock? The clock looks beautiful in the living room. Okay, let's count down until we see our 3 choices, okay? Right now, Carlos says stand, Katie says bedside, Hannah says goal. Catherine says new, Iman says antique, Baran says stand. Okay. Small, mantle. Okay, here we go. We have late, noisy, stylish. Late, noisy, stylish. Which one is best for the sentence? Count down. Yeah, good, Helga. Okay, yeah, you guys. So it's much easier when you see the choices, right? At the first step, right? Oh, what could it be? And there's many, many possibilities. But then when you see the 3 choices, and okay, that one, of course, right? Then it's easy. But we don't want the first step. We don't want it to be easy. No, we want to think about it. We want to use our vocabulary. We want to think about it, right? So easy isn't good for us, is it? We want well, eventually we want to understand, but we want to first think about it, right? Okay, so it's stylish, right? The stylish clock looks beautiful in the living room. Okay, here we go. The clock makes a loud ticking sound. The clock makes a loud ticking sound. Okay, good, Helga. Good, good, good. All right, I like your thinking, of course. Okay, good, good, good. Let's have a look at the possible. Good, everyone. So we have noisy, silent, accurate. Noisy, silent, accurate. And here we go. What is it? Yeah, okay, good, good, good. Yeah, noisy. The noisy clock makes a loud ticking sound. Or tick, I can't make a ticking sound, but we know that ticking sound, right? So the sound that clocks make. Some clocks make. My clock makes no sound, but I've had clocks that you can hear each tick. Okay, it's kind of like an ambient sound, ambient. So it's a sound that, like a ticking, like if your clock ticks, you don't even, it's like kind of background music or background sound. Like if you live at the beach and the waves hit the sound or sand, the waves hit the sand, the waves hit the beach, and it makes that sound. And if you live on the beach, that the waves crashing on the beach, that becomes just normal sound, right? And you don't even notice it, and it's ambient sound. So those clocks, the old clocks that you can hear, right? They tick. It just becomes part of just part of where you live. Okay, here we go. So here is the sentence. My grandmother gave me this clock as a gift. My grandmother gave me this clock as a gift. Okay, what could it be? What could it be? Katie, antique, mechanical, good. Helga, mantle, antique. Baran, classical, old, precious. So you guys are thinking of all the adjectives we could use with this, right? So your guesses are not wrong. It's just, do they match this, right? Do they match the video? So even though you're writing these adjectives in the chat, you're right, we could say beautiful. My grandmother gave me this beautiful clock, right? My grandmother gave me this old clock, this precious clock, this mantle clock, right? This antique clock, beautiful, old, right? Those are all correct. Expensive, those are all great adjectives, but do they match this, right? So we're predicting, predictions, right? Wooden, yep, those are all great. Okay, so now we know 3 possible answers for this particular quiz, right? So is it digital? Is it modern? Is it antique? And of course, now you can guess correctly, right? The one is obvious. Okay, we'll count down and then. Okay, so now let's have a look at this one. Yep, okay, good. Yep, antique. My grandmother gave me this antique clock as a gift. Carlos is always encouraging people. Carlos is always giving people their respect. Okay, here is our next one. The clock tells the time in numbers. The clock tells the time in numbers. All clocks give numbers. It's kind of course, clocks are numbers. Time is a number. Okay, good. Digital, electronic, antique, modern. Yeah. Okay, let's count down here for the 3 possibilities right there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you guys, right? You're thinking correctly. And the possible answers are digital, analog, wooden. Digital, analog, wooden. Wooden. So obviously it's not wooden, right? So when you take a test, and there are multiple choice tests, right? So we have a sentence, there's a missing word, and there's 3 possible answers, right? You're taking a test, you have a picture, right? An illustration that matches the sentence. And then, of course, wooden, that's not wooden. And then we have digital and analog. And so, okay, digital, okay, I know that's, digital is like done by computers. And then analog, wait, what's analog? You think about it. Oh, okay, that is without a computer, without machine, right? Analog. It's what we had before computers, yeah? So, oh, that looks digital to me. So I think digital is the correct word. Yep, so it's digital, right? That's a digital clock. It runs with the little computer chip. Okay, good. Yeah, technology. Okay, our sentence. The clock has a smooth white face. The clock has a smooth white face. So, digital. Okay, good, Carlos. Okay, digital. 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 We are in the digital era. Digital. We are now in the digital. Yeah, I see why you need. I can't even pronounce it. We are in the digital age. The digital age. Digital. Our parents, our grandparents lived in the analog age. Now we're in the digital age. Okay. We have wall. Helga has wall clock. Electronic clock. Okay, good, Carlos. Digital. It's a digital clock. Circular, wall, new. Okay, let's look at the three possibilities. Cracked, shiny square. Cracked, shiny square. So, face. So the front of a clock we say face. So the clock face. So the front of the clock is the face. Yep. Okay, let's count down for the correct adjective for the sentence. Okay. Yeah, shiny. Very good. The shiny clock has a smooth white face. Let's go to our next. Okay, this is kind of a famous clock in the 80s, I remember. Okay, the clock is shaped like a cat. The clock is shaped like a cat. I remember many people had this clock. It was very, I don't know, I would say it's popular. I don't know. A lot of people had, and the tail would, right? You know, like a pendulum. You know, each click or each tick of the clock, right? Each second. Yeah, Katie, and it's Felix. Yep. Felix was popular like in the like 40s, 1930s, the 40s. Long, like Popeye and Felix. You know, those were like the first animation characters. Mickey, Popeye, Felix, and then in the 80s, Felix the cat made a comeback. Okay, let's look at the three possibilities. Okay, round, funny, unique. Round, funny, unique. Yeah, this one's a little like, I forgot the answer here. I made it, but I forgot. Which one is it? Okay, let's count down. So unique, but I think funny is probably better. I think maybe funny is better than unique, right? Unique is like one of a kind. It's a unique style, so it's a one of a kind, but maybe, you know, unique's not the best. So maybe funny is better. So let's say funny is the best one. The funny clock is shaped like a cat. I agree. I think that's better than the unique clock is shaped like a cat. So let's call it funny. So you guys help me with my own videos, right? So it's just me working by myself. And so, you know, if we were together and we were making the video together, I would ask for your opinion. What do you think? Which one's best? You know, what do you think is best for this sentence? Or let's make a sentence using this adjective, and we would work together and we would come up with a, you know, a great sentence, but it's only me. And so a lot of times I'll make a mistake, or my sentence isn't so great, where then I present it to you, and then you guys give me a better word or a better idea. So I need you before I need you when I'm making the video. Yeah. There you go, Helga. We need a mouse clock and a cat. Well, wasn't there like the old grandfather clocks, or the German clocks, or like the cuckoo clocks, right? And you know, cuckoo, cuckoo, and you know, like a cuckoo bird comes out at the top of the hour, right? It's 12 o'clock, and then the cuckoo bird goes cuckoo, like let's say it's 2 o'clock. So the cuckoo bird comes out, cuckoo, cuckoo, so you know it's 2 o'clock, right? And then they also have like clocks with moving, you know, like you know, a man chasing a girl, you know, or this would be good, right? A cat chasing a mouse, right? So it's 12 o'clock, and so the piece comes out, and there's a cat chasing a mouse, right? Maybe you know those old clocks. Yeah, Kadeen. So, okay, thank you. So Kadeen says unique is good because it's a character. Thank you. Right, like a general clock, just, you know, the round clock, that's not unique, right? That's general. Many clocks are like that. But this is unique because it's a cat, and it's not like other clocks. So that was my thinking. But it's a funny clock. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Okay, here we go. The clock helps me wake up every morning. The clock helps me wake up every morning. Helga has an idea. Helga has her word, her descriptive word, her adjective for the sentence. Iman has a word, loudly. We have alarm, we have loudly, we have noisy. Okay, I think you guys are on the right track here. Let's count down for the choices. Okay, here we go. What could the choices be? What could they be? We have wall, alarm, antique. Wall, alarm, antique. Wall, alarm, antique. What could it be? 3 choices. Countdown. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Good, good, good. Yeah, so it's an alarm clock, right? The alarm clock helps me wake up every morning. I need an alarm clock on Mondays, on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays and Thursdays. No, I use an alarm clock on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I wake up at 5 a.m., so I can't wake up at 5 by myself. I could wake up at 6 by myself. 6 o'clock, I can wake up naturally, but 5, I cannot wake up naturally. No, I'm all sleeping. So I need an alarm clock on Mondays, on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's when I use my alarm clock. But the other days, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I wake up at 6 naturally. Yeah, so Carlos said he had one with no batteries, right? So it is a wind up. So it has a wind up motor. So you just, I did too when I was a kid. I used to have one too. Wind it up. Whoa, Helga. Good morning, Helga. Okay, let's go to our next one. Helga, do you need an alarm clock? Or do you wake up naturally early in the morning? Okay, here we go. Our sentence. The clock on the wall shows the right time. The clock on the wall shows the right time. Very good, Helga. Okay, we have precision. I like that word. Accurate. I like accurate. Circular. Those are good adjectives. Precision. Accurate. Circular. Good adjectives. New. Okay, let's have a look at the 3 possible adjectives for the sentence. There we go. We got broken, accurate, and dirty. Again, we can what's the word I'm thinking of? We can oh gosh. Right? We can not work. What's the word I'm thinking? We could take out some of the words, right? We can work out. We can. There's a word I'm looking for. So we could take out some of these words, of course, that don't fit the sentence or don't fit the illustration. So when you're taking tests, right? Like, okay, dirty. No, that's not dirty. Broken. That's not broken. Oh, it must be accurate, right? When you're taking tests. Disseminate, maybe disseminate. Okay, the accurate clock on the wall shows the right time. Very good. Disseminate, I wouldn't know, it's not disseminate. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, exclude. Yeah, we can exclude. Yeah, take out, exclude. Thank you, Katie. So when you're taking a multiple choice test, you can exclude. You just look at the sentence. If there's illustration, look at the illustration and then exclude. Okay, that can't be it. That can't be it. Oh, that must be the right answer. Umesh is back. Good. Okay, so now we finished the quiz. Now let's review, right? So each sentence we stopped and thought about the correct word the correct adjective. Now we will just go through the whole video, all 10 questions, okay? Or all 10 sentences, and say the sentences together, okay? Here we go. And then we're gonna do our worksheet. So let's review and then check the box for the video quiz. So first, let's review before we check the box. Here we go. The broken clock stopped working last night. I like fluorescent, Carlos. The glowing clock glows in the dark. The stylish clock looks beautiful in the living room. The noisy clock makes a loud ticking sound. My grandmother gave me this antique clock as a gift. The digital clock tells the time in numbers. The shiny clock has a smooth white face. The unique clock is shaped like a cat. The alarm clock helps me wake up every morning. The accurate clock on the wall shows the right time. Okay, good. All right. That was the video. Now we will do the worksheet. So let's check the video. We did it. Okay, now we're going to do the worksheet. Let's do it. Oh, and all the worksheets on my Patreon. Go to my Patreon, support me there so I can support you here. Get all the worksheets you see here, there. All the worksheets that are here are there. Okay, let's check out the first one. We got 2 pages. So here's the first page. Let's check it out. It's too small. We have to make it larger. Here we go. Make it larger. Okay, we're going to describe clocks. And then we have 2 choices. Right? So we have adjective plus clock. Adjective plus clock. Can I make it a little bit smaller so we get a little bit more? Okay, maybe that would be good. Okay, yeah. All right, so you're going to choose one of the 2. One of the 2. Go ahead and write in your guess, which one of the 2 is correct for the sentence. Go ahead and write the answer. And then after I see you guys did it, then we will say each sentence together. Okay, so first you guys choose the best word for the sentence. Okay, we'll read the sentences in a few here. Okay, Carlos, number 9. Good. Everyone's doing fine. Okay, let's read the sentences. We'll start with number 1. Here we go, number 1. The time is exact. It's an accurate clock. It's an accurate clock. 2. The broken clock stopped working last night. The broken clock stopped working last night. 3. The glowing clock shines in the dark. The glowing clock shines in the dark. 4. The stylish clock looks nice in the living room. The stylish clock looks nice in the living room. 5. The noisy clock makes a loud ticking sound. The noisy clock makes a loud ticking sound. 6. My grandmother gave me this antique clock as a gift. My grandmother gave me this antique clock as a gift. 7. The digital clock shows the time in numbers. The digital clock shows the time in numbers. The shiny clock has a smooth white face. The shiny clock has a smooth white face. The unique clock is shaped like a cat. The unique clock is shaped like a cat. 10. The alarm clock wakes me up every morning. The alarm clock wakes me up every morning. Okay, good. All right, let's go to part 2. Now you choose your own adjective here. So part 2, use your own adjective, okay? So there's not one answer, not one correct. Like part 1, you had to choose which one, right? Here, you make your own choice of the adjective. So write an adjective that fits the sentence. Choose an adjective that fits the sentence. Okay, good, Catherine. Stylish. This is a very stylish clock on my desk. That fits. That's good. Helga, this is an old clock on my desk. Good. So there aren't, there's not just one answer. So it has to fit the sentence. So stylish fits. Old fits. This is a very alarm clock. No, alarm doesn't. Oh, okay, number 2. Sorry, Castrine. Yeah, number 2 is alarm. The alarm clock helps me get up early. That's the best word for 2. 3. Yeah, broken is good. The broken clock stopped after midnight. Yeah, antique works. I love the antique clock in our living room. That works. Yeah, noisy works. Good, Carlos. Alarm, of course. That's good for 2. 5, new. The new clock makes a clear ticking sound. Okay, that's fine. New's good. The old, that good. Yeah, 3 works. Old works good. The old clock stopped after midnight. That is, or like a wind up, right? Like the old, without a battery, right? You have to wind them up, and they will stop. Or like a battery will keep going until the battery stops. Okay, shiny. I love the shiny clock in our living room. Okay, that works good, Catherine. Accurate. The accurate clock makes a clear ticking sound. Yeah, that works. Oh, good, Carlos. I love the wall clock in the living room. That works. Yeah, so there's a few possible answers. You guys are doing great. Okay, let's go here, part 3. And for part 3, now you use the adjective to make a sentence, right? So each part, you have to do more and more on your own, right? So part 1, you had to choose which adjective for the sentence. You had a choice of 2, right? And then part 2, you had the sentence, but you had to choose an adjective that fits the sentence. Now part 3, you have an adjective, but now you have to make a sentence around the adjective. So each step, you have to do more and more. So now make a sentence using these adjectives. We have accurate, broken, glowing, stylish, noisy, antique, digital, shiny, unique, alarm. One more time. Accurate, broken, glowing, stylish, noisy, antique, digital, shiny, unique, alarm. Okay, Carlos, I love my digital clock. Good. And I'm going to give you 5 minutes, okay? Just to keep things on track. My countdown digital clock, my I don't know, like timer. This is a timer. Maybe it's, we also say maybe like a egg timer, kitchen timer. We use these in the kitchen, right? When you're you know, like how much time in the oven, how much time for it to finish, like if you're cooking pasta, right? Maybe 7 minutes, right? So maybe the pasta has to cook for 7 minutes, so we have a kitchen timer and it counts down. So it's my countdown clock, digital square. This is my countdown. This is my digital square countdown clock. This is my digital square countdown clock. 2 minutes, and it's counting down. Here we go. Write your sentences using accurate, broken, glowing, stylish, noisy, antique, digital, shiny, unique, alarm. Oh, no, 5 minutes, right? Hold on. 5 minutes, not 3, 5. Okay, there we go, 5 minutes. Oh, okay, so Carlos threw away. So we want to put the throw in the past tense. I threw away my broken clock, right? It broke, you threw it away, you did it yesterday. You did it this morning. You did it last week. It's past tense. I threw away my broken clock. Helga, my grandfather gifted 3 glowing watches to my father. Nice. Katie, I have an antique grandfather clock on the wall. Nice. Helga, the old noisy clock is broken. There's one. Of course, Helga, everyone needs an accurate clock. Yes, very important. Actually, my big clock here in my office is a little fast. I like it a little fast. It gives me a little bit of time. But of course, the clock on my phone is accurate. But my wall clock is a little fast. So when the clock is fast, that means the time is ahead of the real time. So when you say, oh, my clock is fast, that means it's ahead of the actual time. If a clock is slow, then it's behind the actual time. So don't have a slow clock. That is terrible. If your clock is slow, you'll be late. However, if your clock is fast, then you'll get there early. So it's better to get done earlier than later. Carlos, I hope I didn't wake you. I hope I didn't wake up. I hope I didn't wake you up with my noisy clock. Good, Carlos. We just have to, you have to change, you have to put wake you up. So you have to switch up and you. Wake you up. Castrine, my mom uses a shiny clock in the kitchen. Uses, my mom uses, she uses, he uses, it uses, I use, we use, they use. My mom uses. Katie, he has an accurate, stylish clock. Helga, the old noisy clock is broken. Sorry, the clock is in plural in Russian, like glasses. Ah, okay. Really, that's interesting. Of course, glasses, there's 2. Scissors, there's 2. White clock would be plural. I don't understand why clock would be plural. Glasses, right? Eyeglasses, we have 2 eyes. Eyeglasses. Scissors, right? Like 2 knives together. Scissors. Okay, Carlos, I hope I didn't wake you up with my noisy clock. Perfect. Okay, we got about a minute. Little more than a minute. Okay, now Helga, digital clocks are popular nowadays, right? Because there's different kinds of digital clocks. So we want to put that in plural. So we want to say digital clocks are popular nowadays. Iman, let's see. Okay, the new store that opened in town has a lot of antique clocks. Good. Okay, so there's no there. Okay, Iman. The new store that opened in town. So the town, we don't want to use the town. In town. So here we go. One more time, Iman. The new store that opened in town has a lot of antique clocks. Castrine, my mom uses a shiny clock in the kitchen. Good. Okay, we don't need the, Helga. Digital clocks are popular nowadays. So we don't need the digital clocks because so the is a, it's a determiner. So we just have digital. So any, right? So we're not looking at one specific thing, just digital clocks. Okay, that was our time. So now let's go to page 2. And we have one more part for the worksheet, right? So obviously part 1, you have a choice of 2 words, right? You have a sentence and you have a choice of the adjective, so you choose which one. Part 2, you have a sentence, but you choose the adjective. Then part 3, you have adjectives, but then you make your own sentences. And then part 3, you're gonna look at a clock and use adjectives to describe that clock, right? So that's the final process, right? So, you see something and you make a comment. You see something and you have something to say about it, right? That's how life is. That's how the real world works, right? Not a textbook, not a worksheet, but you're somewhere, you see something, and you make a comment. Yeah, good, Helga. Okay, so let's have a look at the final part. This is page 2. Okay, so you're going to use 2 adjectives to describe these 3 clocks. So you see 3 clocks and or use 2 adjectives to describe these clocks. Describe the picture, use 2 adjectives. Good, Katie. Old, broken. Good, Iman. Old and broken. Okay, Helga, the first clock is broken, round, and old. Good. Iman, noisy and loudly. No, we just say loud. Because loudly describes an action. Loud describes the thing. So, for example, Iman, she speaks loudly. The clock ticks loudly. Okay, so you're describing the action. Ticks loudly. Speaks loudly. But we are describing the thing, the clock, so it's loud. Noisy and loud. Carlos, the wall clock. Okay, wall clock, broken clock. Okay, so yeah, so wall and broken, right? It's a broken wall clock. It's a broken wall clock. Okay, broken and antique, good. 3, Iman, funny and unique, good. Okay, Carlos, alarm clock and noisy clock. Noisy and old. Number 2, okay, good. Helga, the second clock is an alarm clock. It's noisy and accurate. Kastrine, the third clock is funny and unique. Sumayet, it's noisy and old. That's the first clock, or that's the second clock, right? Okay, Carlos, broken wall clock. So you're describing the clock, right? So it's a broken wall clock. Broken wall clock. Oh, Iman, no problem. Okay, Hannah, round and broken. Carlos, unique and funny. Okay, good, Sumayet. The second clock is noisy and accurate. The second clock is noisy and accurate. Okay, Katie, noisy and antique for the second one. Third one, funny and unique. Helga, the third clock is funny and unique. I think cat's eyes are moving left and right. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess there's two, the eyes can move or the tail can move. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the eyes move, right? The cat's eyes go back, ticks, right? Very good. Okay, let's 1 minute. I want to give you 1 minute, and then on top of the chat, we have a white box. In the white box, there is a quiz. Choose the best word. We have a sentence. There's a missing word, and you have 4 choices for the sentence. Which word is best for the sentence? That's in 1 minute. If you haven't done the quiz on top of the chat in the white box, do it now. Carlos says, I'm reading all sentences. Great job, everyone. Carlos, you are the man. Carlos, you are the man. Okay, 30 seconds. Write your sentences. All right, Sumayet is reading all the sentences. Way to go, Sumayet. Okay, Hannah, number 3 is funny but unique. I like it. Yeah, funny but unique. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, let's gotta move some things around here first. Okay, there's layers of worksheets here. Okay. Whoops. Turn on the camera. Okay. All right, so that was the worksheet. You did it. Let's check the box right here. Good job. Patreon for the worksheets. Okay, now let's go to the quiz on top of the chat. There's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. Choose the best word for the sentence. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. And get a drink of water, and then we'll do the quiz together. Here we go. Carlos, exactly. So, Carlos, thank you for saying that. So, Carlos, Sumayet, he learns by practicing other people's sentences. So, when Sumayet sees a sentence he likes, he practices it by writing the same sentence. So, if you see Sumayet repeating your sentence, that means he likes your sentence, and that's how he practices. He practices by repeating your sentences. So Carlos recognized that. Carlos saw that. So good job, Carlos. Thank you for that. Okay, here we go. Are you ready for the quiz? Okay, the sentence is, it's a situation, but we'll find a solution. One more time. It's a mistake. I gotta do it one more time. Sorry. Here we go. One more time. Take 2. Here we go. Are you ready for the quiz? All right. The sentence is, it's a situation, but we'll find a solution. It's a situation, but we'll find a solution. Choose the best word. Is it smooth? Is it quiet? Is it tough? Is it soft? Does the sentence go like this? It's a smooth situation, but we'll find a solution. It's a quiet situation, but we'll find a solution. It's a tough situation, but we'll find a solution. It's a soft situation, but we'll find a solution. Choose the best word. Is it smooth, quiet, tough, soft? Choose the best word. Good luck. Okay, Carlos. Yeah, tough situation. Yeah, Iman, tough. Katie, it's a tough situation, but we'll find a solution. Yeah, Helga, it's a tough situation, but we'll find a solution. Right? So we have but. That means tough, right? That's negative, but then solution, that's positive, right? So it's a tough, difficult situation. Tough is difficult, hard. So we could say it's a hard situation. It's a difficult situation. It's a tough situation. But we'll find a solution. We'll work hard and we will figure it out. We will find the answer. Carlos, I haven't watched the game yet. I haven't watched the game yet, so don't tell me anything about the baseball game, the Dodgers. But let's go, Dodgers, for sure. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great night. I will be back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Tuesday. This is Japan time. I'm here on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. I'm here on Thursdays at 10 a.m. and Sundays 10 a.m. This is today. Today is Sunday. We started at 10 a.m. today. So thank you, everyone. I really, really appreciate your kind support. I really do. You're welcome, Katie. You're welcome, Carlos. Okay, yeah, Helga. Yeah, everyone have a great Sunday. Thank you, Sumayet. Okay, let's count down and say goodbye together. I want to say peace and love to you and your family. Smile. Be safe. Stay healthy. Carlos, have a great weekend. Castrine, you're very welcome. Okay, let's count down and say goodbye together. Oh yeah, Patreon, support me on Patreon, get the worksheets, get my books, Amazon.com. Also, join the channel. Be like Carlos, be a supporter like Carlos. Be part of the green team. That would be great. Join the channel. Be part of the green team. Daima, thank you. Okay. Katie, Carlos, Helga, everyone, thank you so much. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Here we go. We are counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Love and peace. Take it easy. Smile. Be safe. Stay healthy. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.